Hey friends, your girl Brittany here with a cute little tutorial for you, calling this a double box card. You have two compartments in the top where you can add some fun goodies or treats, some trinkets, some gifts, whatever your heart desires. I think that this would be very fun for Mother's Day. I'm using a couple of products from InLoveArts shop, and this is a play on my accordion box that I did a couple years ago. So if you'd like to see how it's made, grab your supplies and come craft along with me. So the great thing about this is you only need two pieces of 8.5 by 11. Of course, you have your matting pieces and whatnot, but the base of it is just two 8.5 by 11. So what you're gonna do is on the 8.5 side, you're gonna score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5, and then 7.5. Then we're gonna rotate it to the 11-inch side, and you're gonna score it at 1, 5, 6, and 10. So you're going to do that to both of your pieces. And you can go ahead and fold on your score lines now. You can do it after we do our cutting, but it'll be very, very simple here. So starting on the bottom, so we have our 3 squares at the bottom here. You are going to completely remove your outer square on the right. And then we're going to just cut up to the meeting score lines for your middle one. And I'm just going to miter these a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing for this last one here on the left. Just going to cut up to the score line. And then when you turn it around, so now I'm turning it where, of course, my notches are on this left side and I have all of this on the right. We are going to completely remove this whole entire section right here. Right on the score line. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to cut up on this score line right until it meets the next one. I'm going to miter that a little bit. And then I'm going to completely remove this tiny little rectangle. And then when we flip it over, and I'm also going to miter this little long rectangle there. And then we are going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to completely remove this little rectangle. And then I'm going to cut up on the score line to where it meets. So you should have something like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold up on my score lines. All right, so now we have this piece here. And sorry if you hear some weird background noises. They are doing some construction in my neighborhood. So if you hear some weird drumming and all that craziness, that's what that is. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold over. So we have this top flap here. I'm going to fold over this side, and I am going to add my adhesive on there. So I do like to add both tape and glue. And then I'm just going to fold over, fold over so then that other 1-inch portion meets on there. Just like so. So this is what we have so far. Now you can go ahead and fold and start putting the base portion together, but I'm gonna mat this, so I want to go ahead and mat while it's still flat and I can still press down on there. Now our next piece we're gonna use, I use just a scrap piece. You can have this go all the way up to 6 inches if you want to. This, I think it was like yeah, like 5 1/4 by 1 inch, and then I scored it in half at 1/2 inch. So it doesn't really need to be too long. Like I just used some scraps because I had cut out some matting pieces, and that's just what I utilized from there, or my scraps from that. So again, you can cut it all the way to 6 inches. Mine is 5 and what did I say? Mine is 5 3/4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply glue on top of my tape. And I'm going to apply this right on this outer edge here. Oops. So right where it meets up with the edge of the box is where I'm going to apply that. So this is going to be your hinge. So I already have my other box made. So I'm going to apply my tape on this top part here. Apply my glue. And then I'm going to attach it to the outside, or to the other side of this one here, making sure it matches up with that end. And lay that down. I want to do that part first so then I can go ahead and mat over it. So now I have my pieces matted. I have a piece of paper kind of chilling with its mind of its own here. So now I'm going to work on my sentiment piece. So I am using this from InLoveArts, and I'm using this sentiment, Best Mother in the World. And I already have my piece that I had cut out that I'm going to use to stamp my sentiment on. I use the VersaFine pigment for fine details in Onyx Black. And I'm going to go ahead and slightly go on there and kind of measure this up here. Press straight down and straight back up. Ta-da! All done there. We're all done with that. And this piece here, this cutout piece that I have, this is the inside portion of this die. So I did use this die as well, and the flowers, and I'll show you where the rest of that comes into play. So I'm going to let that dry just a smidgen here. That is my sentiment that I'm going to put on this side. Now if you want to put just like a decorative cardstock on this side, you can. What my whole thought of it was having the sentiment here, and then if you want to write your own, oh my gosh, I have paper stuck to me everywhere. If you want to write your own little sentiment, like, oh my gosh, mom, you're the best, or you are like the best mother in the world, don't know what I would do without you, OMG, that kind of thing. So now I'm going ahead and add this portion here. Or you could too, like, create a pocket and add a gift card there. I mean, yeah, you have these boxes, but you could add candy and stuff like that. But if you want to add a gift card, I mean, so be it. So I do have a closure that I already kind of started doing, but I didn't want to finish it yet. I just wanted to get it on there so I can go ahead and mat. Again, this was just a scrap piece from all my cutting that I did. You can have this as wide as you want, as thin as you want. It was just a scrap piece for me. And when I get to the point of doing my closure, I'm going to line it up just like so. And I'm just going to cut the remaining portion off that I don't need, just like that. So there is no rhyme or reason to it. There's no specific measurement, because depending on how I am going to round my corners, if I can, depending on how you're decorating it, you may want to do a complete belly band. You may want to create it where it has a magnetic closure. Why can't I get this? Oh my gosh. So it's to each his own. That's why I don't have a specific measurement, because you clearly saw what I just did. I just kind of like eyeballed it, like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. So that's my whole ordeal. And I still have this little piece of paper with a mind of its own that's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. Crazy. All right, now that's gone. All right. So this is what we have so far. I already have my back piece matted. Of course, I wanted my closure to be underneath it so it can hold it. So now I'm going to work on my top part. So that is where the rest of this die comes into play. So that negative portion here actually came from this piece, and I applied acetate to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little shaker portion. So I do have a piece of cardstock that's going to go on the front of my box. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that now. All right, so I have that. And then now I'm going to take Where did I just do? Oh, it's right here. Duh. About to lose my mind. I'm going to take some foam tape and I'm actually going to apply this around my edge, making sure it is not seeping through that window. And I'm just going to apply this all right around the edge. I'm just doing one layer of foam tape. You can do whatever tickles your fancy. Again, this is your project. This is your gift. Do what makes you happy. And my friends, this right here makes me happy. Oh, I have just enough to cover the whole thing. Like, by golly gee willikers. Bam. All right. So I am going to release my foam tape, or release the tape off of my foam tape, just so that I have it ready. All right, so now I have that piece ready. I'm just gonna throw it to the side right there. What I'm gonna do is I am going to actually pile on, I am going to pile on my sequins and others on top here. So I have this really pretty rose gold color. And then I'm going to use the grapefruit gems, jewels, crystals. These are the crystals from Buttons Galore and More. If you're interested in this or any of the other products, you can go ahead and go to my link down below in the description box. And I do have a coupon code for you to use as well, so go for it. And then I am going to add some seed beads. See, long nails do come in handy, guys. Look at that. Didn't even have to reach for a spoon. Bam. So that's all I'm going to do. And then as I'm holding it down, I am going to ever so gently get this placed on here. Making sure I have my good border. And I'm just kind of laying it down section by section. Boom. Oh, look. It's a shaker. Isn't she cute? Love her. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start to seal. Now I'm going to take off little nub off of these top portions of my tabs. And then it just goes inside the box like so. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and continue matting all the way around and everything. I'm not going to, because these boxes are going to go to non-crafty people. They're probably not going to save them. So I'm not too concerned about making it also extra glorious and magnificent. Like, I want it to be beautiful for them when they receive it, but I don't have the expectations of them keeping them. So I'm not going to waste super pretty paper on making sure that every single piece is matted, you know what I mean? So now I'm sealing my bases of the box. Good old trusty hot glue. Alright, so now I have that. And then I'm going to add my Velcro dots. And I always like to add hot glue to it because sometimes these things be finicky. So this is what we have so far. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate this really quick and I'll be back. And here is the finishing product. Now I'm probably going to add some kind of sentiment. I do have some foam stickers. Again, this is the Honeybee collection by Fancy Pants Designs. I got it from Peachy Cheap and they had it on sale. And so I might add like a sentiment on there. It came with these foam stickers. And so I just don't know like what I'm gonna do yet. I might put the recipients' names on there or something. I don't know. But so this is the finished product. So again, we have the box front, we have this cute little shaker, and then we open it up, and then there is the sentiment. Of course, if there's another message you want to put on there, and then they can open it up and have their little treats, goodies, presents right inside there. So there's that one, and then here is another one that I made. So, and then this one, I added glossy accents to my little solid pieces there, but I think this turned out so cute. I think this is like, this actually, when you get everything prepped and cut out and ready to go, this project doesn't take much time at all whatsoever. It's really quick, really easy, really simple, and it's a great little statement to make to anyone, to a crafty friend, to a mom, birthday, whatever the occasion may be. And so, and like I said, if they want to keep it as a card, it'll be a great way to display it like on a mantle or something like that. So super awesome. If you guys liked this video, like this tutorial and project, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to your girl if you are not already. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.